How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be looking at Coca-Cola versus Pepsi and seeing which one is better for your dividend portfolio and which one personally I would buy today if I could invest in only one. Okay, so if we go ahead and jump over to Seeking Alpha over here, this is going to be my favorite stock analysis tool. It's really good. It gives you rating breakdowns on everything. We can see that right now it's kind of trading just over its middle range and its 52-week average. So it's not too high. It's actually kind of at a discount right now. We can see that over the year, it's only lost 0.13% of its value. So it even shows that in a bear market, Coca-Cola is a strong company that doesn't lose much of its value. But let's go ahead and scroll over to the dividend tab because this is what we're really interested in today. And we can see that right now, just looking at the information here, we can see that Coca-Cola is going to pay a 3% dividend yield. Okay, so that's pretty high. Not as high as some of them like JEPI or anything like that. But for long-term investments with a solid company, 3% is really good. We can see that's had dividend growth of 60 years. So that means it's consistently upped its dividend for 60 years. Its 5-year growth rate is just over 3%. And its annual payout is $1.84. Okay, so all that information can be good to keep track of. And then let's go ahead and jump over to PepsiCo. Okay, if we go ahead and jump over to PepsiCo here, ticker symbol PEP, we can see it's trading at $180. Okay, this is pretty hefty for a stock, but we can see that it's grown almost 9% in the last year. You can look in the last 5 years, it's grown 66%. So we can see it has a lot more growth rate and growth potential than maybe Coca-Cola did. And if we look at its 52-week range over here, we can see it's trading on the high end of its 52-week range. So maybe you want to hold off on PepsiCo, seeing if maybe it falls a little bit. But again, it's trading at almost 3 times the price of Coca-Cola. And that is also going to be important to note when we look over at its dividend history. So let's go ahead and scroll over to the dividend tab here and look at how its dividend performs. So we can see that its yield is going to be about 2.5% a year. Okay, this is not all that great, but it's not terrible. Its annual payout is going to be $4.60 per share. So you can kind of see that it's going to be a little bit more on the pricey side. We can see that it has had a 5-year growth rate of 7.39% and a dividend growth of 50 years. Okay. So, and then it's also just like Coca-Cola going to pay quarterly. So we can see that, yeah, the stock price is going to be a little bit higher on this one, but it does bring up more of a yield per share that you own. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and compare these two side by side now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up what we're looking at here. So kind of really crunch in some of that data and see which one I would invest in today if I could only invest in one. So both Coca-Cola and Pepsi are going to be really good companies to invest in. Okay, they're safe. They have decades of consistent dividend growth. Both of them have relatively low dividend yield. Really, you want your portfolio to be around hopefully 5% dividend yield annually. So they both fall underneath that. So, not great yields, but that's what you get when you invest in safer companies. Okay. Now, if I had to pick one today, I'm going to pick Coca-Cola. Okay, so Coca-Cola is going to be my winner. And there's a few reasons why. So first of all, Coca-Cola is on that 52-week lower end of its 52-week ratio. Okay, so it's kind of a steal to buy right now. It could still go up and you'd have that potential dividend growth. And PepsiCo is just 3 times more expensive. It's as simple as that. So if you put, if you bought 3 shares of Coke right now, for the same price as you get for 1 share of PepsiCo, you would still make more annual dividends in Coca-Cola than you would PepsiCo. Now, we're strictly just talking about dividends here. If you were talking about potential growth stock, I would pick PepsiCo because PepsiCo had that almost 9% growth over the past year. So it'd be more of a growth stock you would want to invest in. But since we're just really focusing on dividends, Coca-Cola is going to be my clear winner. Maybe not so clear, but it is going to be my winner for today's video. Okay, so that's what I would say. If you have money, you can invest in both, but if you only want to pick one and you're just focused on dividend investing, I would pick Coca-Cola. That's going to be what I'm picking today. And make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next video. All right, so thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.